This episode sponsored by our viewers. Thanks to folks like Ellie, Ivar, and Connor, we've been able to continue producing episodes. Our most dedicated sponsors are those that enjoy the show. You can show your support at everydaydrinkers.tv/donate. Welcome to Sunday Night Shooters. I am your host, Eric Schomer, and today is Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It's either Christmas or like a few hours before in some places, because I'm probably going to post this the day before Christmas, maybe. I could do it in the afternoon.
Very early Christmas.
It's either around 1 Eastern or the night before. I don't know. I'll decide. I'll make the call. This cocktail is called the Mistletoe Aperitif, or I think that's an
layered.
No. It is a layered shooter. But aperitif, it's like the thing, I think you either have it after dinner, I think it's an after dinner drink type of thing, to help digest. Or no, that's a digestif. I don't know if the aperitif might be an appetizer before, to get your mouth salivating for meal. In either case, catching a cold here, we've got Chambord, Midori, or a melon liqueur, and some sort of orange liqueur. I'm using, what do I got here? Oh, Patron Citronge. This is,
Wow, you used a lot of that.
That's how I roll.
I know you like that.
So, the reason I say Midori specifically, and maybe if you have your own that you've made, like we have, it might work. The problem is, this is a layered shot, so the densities things may fall in. This is what it'll look like in the end. I can show you that. If mine doesn't come out so good, I've got a backup. I made one ahead of time, thus saving everybody's life a little time. It is Christmas, and if you're watching this video on Christmas, you gotta ask yourself, what's wrong with you?
Why? It could be the night of Christmas and you're all pooped out and you not really want to do anything. Instead of turning on the TV, you turn on you. Why are you complaining about this?
Pooped out.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna pick out of that conversation.
I have to pick up
not
something.
Not that they're, watching you.
That's cool. And it's funny, my father called me today and said, hey, if you're going to put chocolate and then try and stick candy canes to it, because he's literally, I think he paused it while he was watching it, just finished, and he called me, he's like, you want to use like a fondue chocolate or something that maybe you would layer, or you'd use where you cook it, you boil it with some sort of 2-stage boiling or something.
He called just to tell you that.
Yeah, and he was laughing because he did it. He knew it. He called it, he was laughing. He's like, yeah, this is the only reason I called you. Because neither of us are phone people. We can't stand the phone, so our phone conversations are usually, what are we doing? This, that, okay, we're done. So to call me over that is pretty funny, at least in my mind.
Yes.
My mind's eye. I think they did pretty good. They look pretty good.
They look pretty even.
So I will do Ghetto Zoom, because that's what we do here.
You have a remote. You need to flip the little screen.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to Ghetto Zoom it, because I'm so close already. Whoa.
Except you're now mixing it everywhere.
No, I don't know what's wrong with me. I think because my stomach hurts from karate. I have a hard time with leverage. Maybe I just gotta stand up.
That's something to do with why your stomach hurts.
Maybe I just gotta do a little more.
Anyway, you ready?
Yeah. This is the mistletoe. Ready? Let's mistletoe this thing.
1, 2, not yet. Just kidding.
There's some serious poses right here.
I almost missed my mouth.
That would be awesome.
All I get is orange.
Really?
A hint of sweetness, probably from the Chambord.
This isn't fair. You already had one of these.
Yeah, but this tastes different than the first one I had.
It's because I screwed up the first one.
Yeah, you did.
Word to the wise. And I thought this was true, but I experimented ahead of time when layering her first one. Maybe people have run into this. If you're layering with like a cup or a measuring spoon, if you have a little left over and you pour like the orange over the Midori, they end up blending really well, unfortunately. And when you try and layer it, rather than what I was thinking maybe might happen is the Midori that was mingled would sink down, and the orange, no, it actually creates
it was heavier. It sunk underneath.
It created the ability for it to sink through, because it doesn't sit on top, so it breaks that surface area and it falls in. So don't reuse. That's why we have two here, and then I free poured the first one. The taste to me, finish is all raspberry. The Midori I only get is sweet. I don't get a lot of melon. A little bit of melon.
No, I don't get a lot of melon. I got mostly orange because I think
Really?
that was on top.
It was
and
on
then
top.
it coated my mouth, and I got a little bit of sweet, either from the Midori and Chambord or maybe both.
I found this to be, and we've done tastings with this, but it smells a little bit like grappa. I don't know.
It smells like
it does this week. I don't. It just had like a little bit of alcoholic potency. So when I smelled it, when you told me to stop, I got that burn. It's warm though. It burned. It might be just because this is the first shot I've done.
Yeah, probably.
The first one you do, it's kind of, we just ate dinner, so it really reacts with a potent alcohol burn. But if this is not your first drink,
it won't be that much burn.
Yeah, I'm also wondering.
Because it wasn't my first.
No, see, she's a practitioner of the mistletoe.
Well, it was pretty tall. You couldn't carry it all the way in the other room.
I know, I was going to dump it. People, that's another thing people ask is, what do we do with the cocktails when we're done? Most of the time they're dumped.
Dump them.
If they're super delicious or sweet or something like that, sometimes they go away in other ways.
You drink them too.
Sometimes.
You have like 3 huge sips and there's a little bit left, and then I take it.
It also depends if it's in a martini glass because
Yeah.
there's not that much. It's like 3 ounces. So
Usually they're dumped.
yeah, we usually dump them down the drain because.
Alcohol abuse.
But we have so much, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, the advertising and the donation that people put in, which, by the way, we're getting a lot of good results from that, so I'm happy
Thank
people
you.
are donating. It's awesome. And what that does is it gives us the ability where they only have to donate a small amount. If enough people do it, we can buy alcohol and taste them to make a bunch of descriptions that you guys can use to collect and decide what you want to buy. So if you're going to give us $25, but you know you want like Crystal Head vodka or bacon vodka, but you don't know if you're going to like it, we get to buy it first and tell you if you're going to like it or give you some ideas. So thank you for that. The question of the day, it is Christmas, so I guess the most stupid question I can ask, dumbed down, can't go wrong. What do you want for Christmas and did you get it?
There you go.
I want a Kindle Fire.
You don't know whether you got it or not. Because we're actually recording this before Christmas.
We are. It's Christmas Eve.
Yes.
So there you go. The mistletoe aperitif for Sunday night shooters, everyday drinkers. Happy Thanksgiving.
Really?
Happy Christmas giving. New Year's, we'll have a New Year's show, so we'll say Happy New Year's then. EverydayDrinkers.tv, if you could see it behind this one here. That's Jennifer, by the way, for those that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show. Jennifer Schomer, Derek Schomer. We're teaching how to drink.